is MonneXo, and I'm sitting with the best damn DJ, Phil, aka DJ Homicide. What's up? I'm excited. You know you're my favorite DJ.
Stop it. I'm excited too, because this is like my first interview. Like, period.
Okay, well, we're gonna do this really right. So
let's do this.
Let's first start off with, how did you even get into DJing? Like, what made you wake up and be like, this was made for me?
Okay, so I started DJing at 18, high school. Right before graduation, I decided I wanted to DJ. Reason being is because, like, I've always been a hustler. I've been hustling since like 8. And when I say hustling, nothing like illegal or anything like that, but started off selling candy, selling gum, and then started cutting grass, all that 8. And yeah, hustling has always been like a part of my life. I've never had, so I always made it happen, you know, like just from the circumstances that I come from or whatever. So at 18, I knew I was going off to college, and I knew I needed some money. So I already love music. I was in the choir at church and all of that, and music was already like huge in my life. And we got the internet like my senior year in high school, and LimeWire was on fire. So yeah, I started off by downloading illegal music, unfortunately.
So don't tell us that.
Hey, you gotta start from somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the reason I started DJing. I wanted to make money while I went off to college. And I was already throwing house parties from 14 to the time I graduated high school. I had probably had about 20 like major house parties at my mom's house. So.
I was gonna say, like, elaborate just on your different experiences that you had, because like you said, house parties to now being here at House of Soul, and you know, being at other different like venues and stuff around like St. Louis, and even just like being out of town and stuff. Like, even though we have DJs in all these different places, I'm sure like the experiences can be very different at times.
Right. From the first time I threw a house party, I don't know why, I'm nervous throwing a house party. Throw a house party, it did great. By the time I got to high school, I'm charging people to come into my house party. And it's crazy because, like, I pretty much, every time my mom went out of town, we threw a house party. Single mother, it wasn't that hard to accomplish. She out of town, we semi-grown, like, she go out of town, we throw a party. And next thing you know, I'm charging $2 to get in. And I'm like, damn, I made like $400 tonight off a house party. Like, so I'm like, there's been at least 200 people here, which is crazy for a house party. And you know, I feel like in 2022, you can't do that.
You can't charge $2 for the house.
You can't have 20 people at your house either. You can't have 20 at your house without a shootout or something like that happening, which it's a different time now. But like, from just being nervous and throwing a house party, we're thinking like, damn, only 8 people said they're gonna come, and next thing you know, you go from that to throwing house parties, you know, that the entire high school and pretty much all of the suburban North high schools show up to my house, you know, for a party. It's crazy, but just to know, like, I started off in the basement, pretty much like any other promoter, but I never considered myself a promoter, you know, so yeah. It's just like, I want to call those my Bebo days, like, because Bebo was the hottest social media. Was the hottest social media out back then. And it's like, oh, we heard about the party, you know, McClure North show up, you know, Hazelwood East show up, Black Mob show up, just scared, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, just being nervous. And then like, even my very first like real DJing performance, like, I got booked for a show for $50 for this girl, Sweet 16. Remember, like yesterday, I was scared. Like, and at that point, like, I was DJing off of CDs or MP3 CDs, and yeah, I was nervous as hell.
I was gonna say, the growth between then and then now, you gotta just walk in and you're just like.
Now I walk in with like
whatever,
a full head of confidence. Like last week when y'all showed up, I feel like I walked in here and was just, I felt like, you know, Frank White or something when I walked in here. Like, everybody looking at me when I walk in the door, because, you know, I'm me, but like.
Well, I say, like, me and my friends, we love you, and I'm not just saying that because we on camera. Like, you know, I come at House of Soul, and you see me, so I be having a good time. But to kind of just go back to the hustling side that you talked about since you were 18, like, you also are into photography, you've been doing videography, so kind of just elaborate more on how you got into that side of the entertainment world.
Okay, my partner DJ T-Sav from Colombia, he did everything. DJ, he was a music producer, he was a photographer, cinematographer, he did all that, and he wore so many hats. So I was introduced to editing photos and videos back in 2012, 2013-ish, or whatever, when we were roommates. And that was my first glimpse at what does it take to be in media. But in real life, I want to say my journey as a cameraman started off when I was throwing parties. When I first moved back to St. Louis. I moved back to St. Louis in 2015, and our events, I used to throw an event called Energy STL. And yeah, we ran the city for a while, but I always needed a recap video for my events, because our events are always off the chain. No fights was pretty much like the premise of just having fun was the thing for us. And we always just needed somebody there to film. And I was having problems with my media team that I hired, mainly my videographer. My videographer that we hired was online. And low key, he could have told me, hey, I'm online, you won't see me for a few months. But this cat, he ain't tell me he was online. And he just, you know, he canceled day of the event.
Oh, wow.
Like, that I hired. I hired him to, you know, film my party. And like, he canceled on me two months back to back. So I was like, enough of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy my own camera. So I bought my own camera. And the rest is history. Like, I taught myself how to DJ, taught myself how to do video, basically from YouTube.
And it's so, it's just cool to see you. So I'm one of those people that I love people that are kind of doing things more behind the scenes and things like that. So it's cool to see you up here, DJ, and then all of a sudden you disappear. And then you see it with the crowd, and they be in there dancing with everybody else and stuff. So even though that's rare to see that, and just see like how, one, happy it makes you, and you have fun with all of us, but just how like powerful that can be for people that are entrepreneurs, and, you know, looking up people that look up to you and see that come like, dang, if he can do that, then I need to like step it up and do this and that. So
it adds value for me.
Yeah.
On top of that, even though on top of enjoying the actual moment, you know, it adds value. So
yeah,
I could charge more.
I'm weak.
I can charge much more than
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are, like, I guess, pros and cons of you being an entrepreneur? Because I know everything, it has their ups and it has their downs.
The ups, I get like a high when I perform. Like on top of that, most cats in the city don't DJ how I DJ, or DJ songs or play songs that I would play. Like, my whole thing, like I said before, is all about having fun, and I like to take everybody on a journey when I am DJing and things like that. So my highs is literally just having, you know, this whole club space just filled, but to have everybody enjoying themselves. And like, when I perform, I sing. I just added that to my repertoire like within the past 3 years. And yeah, I can actually sing when I do it, but like, I ain't just up there hollering. But
people like, that, who's that?
Yeah, I be singing, but also there's a lot of crowd participation. Like, that's my favorite part of DJing, you know, not necessarily entrepreneur part, because the media side is a little bit harder, you know, as far as actually having fun. Like, I have fun filming weddings and taking pictures at weddings and different events like that. But when you get to the crib, that's when the work really is.
Oh, yeah.
Because to me, I can make me showing up, I can make it a party regardless. You know what I mean? Because that's just, you know.
That's type of day you start editing, you like, dang.
Right. Right, I really have to set up
minutes
a schedule.
turns to hours.
I gotta set up a schedule for my editing because it gets ugly. It gets ugly quick. But like I said, probably my favorite part of the actual DJing side is, you know, crowd participation. I'll sing, I cut the music off, let them sing, and just to feel that energy, it almost feels like you're at an actual concert.
Yeah.
So I love that aspect about it. Now the downfall about being an entrepreneur, in real life, I'm just now becoming legit. Like I told you, I've been hustling since 8.
Yeah.
Since 8. Been making money all my life, but now that these new tax laws is being incorporated, you know, January 1st, 2022, I went out my way to finally get my LLC and all that, which is crazy because I've been doing this for forever, but I'm really trying to get my stuff together on paper.
Well, I'm proud of you though for doing that. But like you said, like been doing this since you're 18, and now taxes are taking over, right? So.
Yeah. I just don't want to get audited. That's what it is at the end of the day.
I'm so you.
If we're being real,
He's so transparent.
I'm worried about that.
So what's coming up for you? Like, what are things that you are working on that we should know about this year, or like events or anything?
I want to say, I don't want to say too much. I feel like I don't have like any major like surprises coming through, but like I'm literally just trying to work on the actual business side of actually getting everything legit. Right now, I'm working on getting my bank accounts set up or whatever, but I literally just got my EIN like last week or so.
Okay, I see you.
So yeah, taking care of my legal documents. I'm working on trying to get business loans and things like that because I'm actually thinking probably about, you know, opening another studio or something like that for my photography business. Yeah, I got some new equipment. I finally got a drone not too long ago. I've been scared, but it's fire.
I applaud you. These are all accomplishments. I love that you're actually like touching base on these because a lot of people don't talk about their accomplishments. You know, they'll talk about their events and things like that, but you're actually like showing and being transparent about seeing things that are behind the scenes. And I think that's well needed, that people should know, like, this is what happens, this is okay, this can happen to you, this can happen to me. So yeah, I appreciate the transparency that you, instead of being like, oh yeah, we finna turn up, house is so Friday, type of thing. So yeah, thank you for that.
We are though.
We are though. You
Friday.
are, I'm not, I'm tired.
Need some Bengay on them knees, huh?
Okay, sir, well, let's go. We're doing the Cause Array jar today. So what you're going to do is you're gonna pull 3 questions from this jar. You're gonna answer them the best way that you can, appropriately, and good luck.
I see one staring right at me. I'm gonna skip that one. I'm gonna just grab a whole bunch and then I'm gonna pick 3 from the side.
I've never seen nobody do that before.
But I know I wasn't gonna pick the one that I saw first.
Your hand is in the cookie jar.
Oh well.
Okay, I'm gonna close it because you can't get no more.
All right. It's missing. Oh. What's your greatest fear while? What's your greatest fear while swimming in the ocean? I almost died.
Oh, wait, that's not funny.
It's not, but it was definitely funny. Like, it was funny. So I'm on my very first international trip. Was that 2018? 2018, I went to Thailand, and this is our very last day. It's 4/20. I remember it like yesterday. But this is our very last day in Thailand. We spent 10 days out there, and we went to a beach out in Phuket. And I said, it's the last day. I want to go jet skiing. Me and my partner CJ, we go jet skiing. And on top of this, we are the last people to ride for the day. Sun going down. So it's like 6:30. And he's like, 30 minutes, whoop-de-whoop. We riding our jet ski, having the time of our lives, you know what I'm saying? We about 2-3 miles off the coast of, the beach. And my partner CJ had just had a baby, like literally 6 weeks before, and we just in the middle of the ocean talking about life. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm proud of you, whatever. And next thing you know, my jet ski is like idle. We just talking in the ocean about 5 minutes. And then next thing you know, my jet ski like this, and I'm trying to look back at you're CJ. I'm trying to look back at him, talking whoop-de-whoop. My big head ass fell off the jet ski.
Oh my God.
I fell off the jet ski 2-3 miles out in the ocean. Next to a cruise ship, that's how far we are. You know, you ever been on a cruise ship? They stop and they just put you on a little boat, take you to the. We're out that far out, and yeah, I fell off, so I was scared. I was scared as hell.
You didn't have like a.
I had a life vest on, but
It didn't do nothing.
I know how to swim. But yeah, I was terrified. I'm not. Yeah, it actually happened, so it ain't nothing I'm necessarily fearful of. I was just thinking to myself, I fell off the jet ski, and I'm too fat to get back on the damn jet
Sir,
ski.
stop.
You asked the question. The question says, I'm literally too fat to get on the, like my partner got it on video too. He's terrible.
He is terrible.
He is terrible.
He recorded you.
Yeah, like so I was terrified because I fell off. I'm too fat. On top of that, I'm probably like at least 60, 70 pounds heavier at the time. So I'm trying to get on the jet ski while the water is 90 feet deep. Can't get on it. And it's just terrifying on that end.
Yeah.
But it got even more scary when he said, I'm gonna hop off, I'm gonna try to help you get up. Oh, no. Like, bro, your feet don't touch the ground. It's 90 feet deep. Like, he hopped off the jet ski and I said, bro, if you get off that jet ski, we both gonna die, bro. It's funny.
So
it's funny, but this literally happened that way.
Okay, so how did you get back? I'm so intrigued with this. Hold on.
CJ, you know, he's in great shape. He's able to get back on his jet ski, no problem, or whatever. And he got on his jet ski and went to go get help, or whatever. But they didn't return until like it was dark. By the time it was almost dark, the time they got back.
Wow.
Like the sun was already at the horizon level, and I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna be out here, I need to go ahead and start swimming toward shore, because I'm like, if I start now, I'll be there by the morning. Like, for real, but like, that was scary. Because on top of that, everybody was looking like this, you know, because, you know, about 2 miles from the coast, nobody looks like anybody. You can't see us. It's getting dark, so.
At least you can swim. I can't swim.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm not going to be in the ocean if I can't swim. I can swim my butt off, but.
Nah, baby, I drown. All right, next question. Oh, so let's move forward.
That was a loaded question. I'm sorry. They ended up dragging me back. I can't get on the jet ski, bro. Like, my butt is in the water, legs open. I'm holding on the back of the dude's jet ski. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness. The jet ski was doing like a wheelie.
Yeah, you got
with my big ass.
You got on another jet ski recently too.
Hey, I be on jet skis every time I can. So. All right, next question. Don't judge me, y'all. What? How do you feel about wombats? I don't even know what that is. Fill me in.
I don't know. These are random. I don't know.
I don't know what that
Next
is.
question.
Is that an actual bat?
That made up for the first one.
Okay. What area would you choose to live in if you could? I'm very content when I was brought up. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a part of the generation that nobody will ever be able to say, like, be a part of, for real, if you wasn't there. Like, I'm part of the generation where I didn't get a cell phone until I was 18 with my own money, which I told you before, I'm a hustler. So I got a cell phone at 18 right before graduation. We didn't get the internet till the second semester of, you know, my senior year of high school. I'm from a generation where we had dial-up internet, you know what I'm saying, on the CDs that you get from Walgreens. You know what I'm saying? So to watch technology change from being something that isn't like at the forefront of everything that we do to actually seeing it as a part of our lives every day. Yeah. It's different, but I want to say I'm very happy that I came up in the time that I did, because like being able to have a house party, none of the stuff that I've done we would be able to do to this day. Like being a child, being an adolescent, and being able to go to a teen club.
Riding a bike.
riding a bike.
things,
I almost rode
yeah.
my bike today. But I live downtown, so I'll be riding everywhere
Oh yeah.
when it's warm. Like today would have been the first day. But yeah, I love being, you know, from where I came from. I was born in '88. I'm 33 now, and yeah, the music from the '90s, like in real life, people are like, I'm a '90s baby, I'm an '80s baby, I'm an '80s baby. I was born in the '80s. I was raised in the '90s.
Yeah.
You know, so the cats that was born in the '90s or after like '94, yeah. I'm guessing
Wait a
94 later, whatever.
Wait a minute. We'll talk about that later. Wait a minute.
You just haven't experienced what I've experienced. That's all.
Yeah. No, I understand.
And I
Definitely.
think it's made me well-rounded. So.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having you on the show. Before we go, like, how can people connect with you? How can they book with you? Find more information out? Follow you on social media?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Philip Ellington Media for all your media needs and things like that. That's everything with 2 L's. You know what I'm saying? For my DJ page, it's The Best Damn DJ.
Wait, say it again.
The Best Damn DJ.
Why you say it? No, say it again.
What
say
you
it with some
mean?
energy.
Hey, make sure you follow me at The Best Damn DJ.
Okay.
On Instagram. For all your DJ business services or anything like that, you need to book a DJ, holla at me.
All right. And I'm MonneXo, and we're out. Be easy. It's your girl MonneXo, and you just finished a 94XO interview. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to our YouTube channel, and follow us on social media platforms. Be easy.